audience.
Have you ever made a mistake? Something in your past that you regret, whether it's a former opinion you've had, something you've said to someone, or just something that if other people knew about, it would make them perceive you differently. Or maybe that hasn't happened to you, but you've experienced someone sharing a rumor that was not true, and yet other people believed it. Well, imagine being a YouTuber and having millions of people there to view that mistake/opinion that you've had, and furthermore, canceling you for that. Well, today we're going to discuss cancel culture, specifically on YouTube, and how it is toxic, ineffective, and sets an unrealistic standard for perfection, while simultaneously putting out a message that people cannot change. You might be asking yourself, well, what is cancel culture? According to dictionary.com, cancel culture refers to the popular practice of withdrawing support for public figures and companies after they have done or said something considered objectionable or offensive. YouTube culture is unique because of the relationship shared between a YouTuber and the viewer, and the community that is built upon that relationship. YouTubers and their viewers share a relationship that resembles a friendship. In this, you relate to this person. You invest hours of your life watching YouTubers, growing up together, making memories, and cultivating inside jokes. According to 99 Firms, 4 out of 10 millennials say their favorite YouTuber understands them better than any friend or family member, and that should be slightly concerning to us. These YouTubers hold a lot of influence on their commonly young audience. According to 99 Firms, 71% of Gen Zers watch 3 hours on YouTube every single day. That's over 1,000 hours of YouTube every year. And that is a lot of impressionable people watching YouTube. People are willing to purchase something simply because a YouTuber said that they should. For example, I have purchased this Tarte palette, and I bought it simply because one of my favorite YouTubers told me it was a good palette, and she was right. Therefore, the relationship between us built more trust. This influence can affect a viewer's opinions on both small and large issues. You feel compelled to believe that person because that trust has been built up. This influence is very powerful, and yet we seem to undermine its value. Cancel culture is necessary to an extent. It has some positives, and it is well intended. So what does canceling a person actually mean, and why is it needed? Well, there are many reasons to cancel a person, such as racist or insensitive tweets, lying to their audience, corrupt allegations, posting inappropriate content, etc. It is necessary to acknowledge that these actions need to have a consequence. Canceling results in past supporters disowning the creator. And people want to remove the power that person has on younger audiences and their influence, and there's a liability attached to the people you support on this platform. Holding people accountable in order to cause change is a positive. When you are called out for an action you have done in the past or even in the present, it forces the people around you to see that that action is absolutely unacceptable. It creates a ripple effect for the audience. James Spoon said, "I believe it is worth thinking about what accountability looks like beyond exiling someone. In that doing so, we can position ourselves more firmly in the values of social justice." It all sounds great. Bringing awareness, holding people accountable, erasing the negative influence, and highlighting the positive. However, there's a toxic cycle that seems to rotate among YouTubers who are problematic. There are allegations/facts presented to the public, and then there are apology videos that follow behind them, begging for sympathy and for forgiveness, followed by more subscribers given to the person who people believe are innocent. We're going to see a small example of this based on a video that started called Bye Sister that Tati Westberg posted over a year ago. This video had over 34 million views before YouTube forced her to take it down because it was not a good representation of their platform. She posted serious allegations against James Charles, who she had been very close to. Another YouTuber named Jeffree Star, who people trusted at the time, claimed that he also agreed with Tati in the allegations she presented. James Charles was forced to come out with a video that received over 51 million views, claiming how he was innocent and that these allegations were simply not true. A year later, we see the two people who viewers considered to trust, Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star, had a serious past that people were not aware of, and this caused their liability to go down, and people no longer trusted them. Therefore, Tati came out a year later after her initial video was posted, saying that the things she said were not necessarily true and that she was manipulated by the two creators whose trust had gone down. This all resulted in perspectives without facts, a court case that will be presented, and over 130 million views on all of these videos combined, and that is a lot of views. Multiple people were canceled, and there were allegations presented for everyone. Apology videos have also become a new genre on YouTube, where after a scandal or allegation has occurred, YouTubers will film a video apologizing for the actions that they have done. They either take accountability or claim that they're innocent, such as this YouTuber here.
And I don't expect to be forgiven.
I'm simply here to apologize.
I owe you an apology.
As you can see from that very small clip, these videos are challenging to watch and film, but they show us that it's very important for us to know all of the sides of the story. However, in some cases, these videos are simply not enough for people to be saved from being canceled, and YouTubers are no longer allowed to move forward with their support. Now that Obama once said that the world is messy, people who do really good stuff have flaws. And now that we've seen all of this, it's necessary to realize that cancel culture simply does not work. It makes YouTubers deflect the blame to save themselves and their entire career. It leaves little room for openly changing, and it also creates a toxic bandwagon effect for people who have opposing opinions do not feel like they can be heard or express them. It makes us as a society fear mistakes, and cancel culture does not work because serious allegations are treated like facts without evidence, meaning people are being canceled for things that they simply did not do because someone of more power said that they did it. Therefore, cancel culture on YouTube is toxic, ineffective, and sets an unrealistic standard for perfection, while simultaneously putting out a message that people cannot grow from their mistakes. The next time you see someone being canceled, know the facts and build your opinions based on those before jumping to conclusions. We need to create a society that is not scared of acknowledging our mistakes because we might be shunned, but create a world where people are eager to change.